Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk a little bit about some developments when it comes to the relationship between Mexico and the United States. We talked about an unusual request that came from Mexico recently because there was a question about whether or not it was 4D chess on the part of the Biden administration. And I said there was no way we would know if that's really what it was. It could be public signaling, all of that stuff. Okay, fast forward a couple of days. State Department officials are in Mexico. They are in Mexico, and they are asking the Mexican government for help with the border. The Mexican government is requesting progress when it comes to the relationship between the United States and Cuba, as well as the United States and Venezuela. That wasn't in the initial ask, so that may be something that was added to be rejected, knowing that it's kind of a non-starter right now. There's a request for more regional development assistance and for the reopening of some border crossings because that's important to Mexico for trade. Okay, so the weird request coming out and then State Department showing up as quickly as it did. Again, we would never know, but if they walk away from this with some kind of an agreement to where the U.S. starts to warm towards Cuba and is open to more regional development and all of that, with everything except for Venezuela. Again, we'd never know, but yeah, that's definitely what happened. That was super fast. That's unique. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out. But right now, at time of filming, State Department officials, including the Secretary of State, are in Mexico having these conversations about this very unusual request from Mexico. Again, if the U.S. was interested in simultaneously gaining Republican support for more regional development in Central America and for warming relations with Cuba, this is definitely the way to do it. You tie it to the border. We don't know that, and we won't until people start writing their books, after the administration is over. But there's a very quick chain of events. Now, the alternative, the one that isn't, Dark Brandon playing 4D chess, the alternative is that Mexico is just like, hey, this is what would actually fix the problem, because most of their requests, they would actually fix the problem. And State Department, upon hearing it, realized it's a golden opportunity, and there was no 4D chess. Either of those are possible. We'll wait and see what kind of agreement, if any, they come up with. But this was super fast. There is no other way to describe this. The chain of events and the speed at which it took place. I know that some of this had been talked about beforehand, but there was a lot of positioning that took place just before this meeting. We'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. I would hope that the U.S. was receptive to, at the bare minimum, the regional development and warming relations with Cuba. Those two things right there would do a lot to alleviate the reason people are leaving their home countries. So it would be a good move, and for once it would be the U.S. cleaning up its mess, assuming it's done right. But we'll have to wait and see. I feel like there might be some interesting developments coming. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.